This is not a story about politics. This is a story about power hidden inside silicon. Right now, one company controls over 90% of the most advanced semiconductor chips in the world. That company is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. These chips are the brains behind your smartphones, AI systems, servers, spacecraft, and even advanced fighter jets like the F-35. Without them, modern economies would grind to a halt. Supply chains would collapse, military systems would falter. And here's the kicker. The machinery to produce these chips is controlled by one Dutch company, ASML. No country, not even the United States or China, can manufacture cutting-edge chips without access to ASML's extreme ultraviolet lithography, EUV machines. This is the global choke point, and the race to control it is already shaping the world order. China wants independence. The United States wants containment. Taiwan wants survival. And the clock is ticking. The question isn't just about technology anymore. It's about who dictates the rules of the modern economy. Why semiconductors matter. Semiconductors are tiny, but their economic and strategic impact is colossal. 98% of modern electronics rely on them. Smartphones, servers, AI chips, satellites, cars, medical devices, none would work without semiconductors. And the production is dangerously concentrated. TSMC alone produces 92.5% of the world's 5-nanometer chips, the most advanced commercially available technology today. Samsung is the only other major player, with roughly 7.5% of global market share at this level. China, often called the world's factory, lags behind with SMIC, which produces only 7-nanometer chips at best due to restrictions on EUV machine exports. This technological gap is not just a business issue. It is a geopolitical vulnerability. How semiconductors are made. Producing a modern chip is one of the most complex industrial processes in human history. A 5-nanometer chip contains billions of transistors packed into an area smaller than a fingernail. These transistors are essentially tiny switches controlling the flow of electricity. Every step of manufacturing requires atomic-scale precision. One microscopic error can ruin an entire wafer. EUV machines from ASML are the critical technology. They project extreme ultraviolet light to etch patterns onto silicon with sub-nanometer accuracy. Without these machines, no company can produce cutting-edge chips, even if they have the designs. And ASML is not independent. Its EUV machines rely on components from the United States, high-precision lasers from Cyma, and Germany, ultra-pure optics from Zeiss. This creates a distributed dependency where no single country can claim complete control. Historical context. The semiconductor revolution began in the late 1950s. Jack Kilby at Texas Instruments invented the first integrated circuit in 1958. 1 year later, Robert Noyce at Fairchild Semiconductor developed a silicon-based chip suitable for mass production. These breakthroughs gave birth to the modern electronics industry. Over the decades, semiconductor production shifted strategically. The United States retained chip design expertise. Japan and Germany specialized in materials and machinery. Taiwan focused on manufacturing efficiency, on creating TSMC as a pure foundry to produce chips for fabless companies like Xilinx and Altera. South Korea's Samsung scaled production globally, creating redundancy in advanced chip supply. China, despite massive investment, remains dependent on imported machinery and foreign know-how for its most advanced chips. The geopolitical stakes, TSMC, is more than a company. It is a strategic asset. The United States protects it because access to advanced chips determines technological and military superiority. China is pressing hard to achieve independence. It is investing billions in domestic chip fabrication and equipment companies like SMEE, aiming to produce 7-nanometer chips by the mid-2030s. The EUV machine export ban from the Netherlands has slowed China's progress, but in the long term, it may accelerate self-reliance. Every player in this system has incentives. The United States maintain technological dominance, prevent China from surpassing. China achieve semiconductor independence, reduce reliance on foreign tech. Taiwan maintain strategic relevance and survival. TSMC remain operational and profitable while navigating global politics. Top semiconductor players. Here's a snapshot of global semiconductor production by process size. TSMC, 3 nanometers. Samsung Foundry, 5 nanometers. Intel, 7 nanometers. SMIC, 7 nanometers. Global Foundries, 12 nanometers. UMC, 14 nanometers. PSMC, 16 nanometers. DB High-Tech, 90 nanometers. Vanguard/Intel, 90 nanometers. Tower Semiconductor, 130 nanometers. Advanced applications like AI systems, flagship smartphones, and high-performance computing rely exclusively on the 3 to 5 nanometer chips. 7 to 10 nanometer chips power high-end GPUs and gaming consoles, while 14 to 65 nanometer chips dominate industrial and defense applications. Economic and military implications. Contrary to popular belief, China's lack of 3 nanometer chips does not automatically mean military inferiority. Defense systems often use larger chips, 14 to 65 nanometers, because they are more stable and heat-resistant. Smaller chips generate more heat and require more advanced cooling, as making them impractical in many military systems. However, for AI, quantum computing, and cutting-edge electronics, the United States maintains a significant technological edge. The real threat is systemic. A disruption in Taiwan could halt global supply chains, impacting industries worldwide. The US-China-Taiwan Triad, the geopolitical triangle between the United States, China, and Taiwan, defines the semiconductor war. The US has restricted China's access to EUV technology and advanced software. China is accelerating domestic alternatives, aiming to achieve self-reliance by 2035 to 2040. Taiwan maintains control over its most advanced fabs, transferring only slightly older technology overseas to retain strategic relevance. TSMC is even building a plant in Arizona, but the most advanced fabs, 2 nanometers, 1.6 nanometers, remain in Taiwan. This ensures that Taiwan remains indispensable. Future outlook. The semiconductor war is shaping a new economic order. Globalization is shifting toward regionalization. The United States is bringing production back home through the CHIPS Act. Europe is investing in independent fabrication capacity. China is aggressively building domestic chip capabilities. The industry will continue pushing towards smaller nodes, 2 nanometers, 1.6 nanometers, but costs rise exponentially. The system's fragility grows with each technological leap. One geopolitical crisis could trigger a worldwide economic shock. Semiconductors are no longer just technology. They are a strategic weapon. The global economy, military power, and geopolitical stability now depend on chips that cost hundreds of millions to produce and require decades of expertise. In this high-stakes game, as no country, no company, and no individual can operate in isolation. The global chip war is not hypothetical. It is already shaping policy, investment, and military planning. And in the end, it is a reminder. The world's most critical power today may fit into the palm of your hand, but it is controlled by very few hands indeed.